My name is Mateo Scoggins. I am a program manager with the City of Austin Watershed Protection Department. The program manager is a kind of a bureaucratic title, but what I really do is I do stream ecology.
A hot topic right now is sustainability. So can you, one, define what sustainability is for people that have never heard the term?
It's kind of three legs of a stool, and if the stool is kind of how humans live in general, the three legs are kind of economic, environmental, and social. And sustainability means that all three of those components of the human kind of life experience are all respected equally and have equal value.
What initiatives would you tell Austinites they can do to have a more sustainable life?
There are hundreds of initiatives that are in the City of Austin that are aimed at sustainability. We have a whole sustainability office that kind of tries to focus on getting a sustainability lens on everything that goes on in the City of Austin. Cars are a big problem in cities that are like Austin that are set up with a large kind of transportation network. Another really important one that I think about a lot, that I care about a lot, is climate change. And sustainability to me and climate change are very interwoven because as our climate changes, our ability to live the way we lived in the past is shrinking and getting a lot more difficult.
So obviously that Austin has a lot of initiatives for sustainability, but what obstacles is the city facing to reach the goals that it has set for itself?
One of the main obstacles is kind of what I guess I'd call the economy or capitalistic kind of patterns, which is that we all want to make money and have a growth in economy. And so what that does is creates often an unnecessary tension between environmental benefit and economic growth. And so I think the idea that we have to grow and we have to continue to add impervious cover, we have to continue to develop and bring more people into the city, those things kind of theoretically are in conflict with environmental benefit or sustainability.
What would you tell people who are watching this that don't live in Austin is unique about our lakes and waterways and hiking and biking trails that we have so many of here?
Austin is in an interesting place. It's kind of right on the divide between the kind of the northern kind of forests and the western arid landscapes. We're kind of right in that weird transition zone between wet and dry climates. We have a semi-arid climate. And honestly, that's why climate change is so important here, is because any shifts in climate are going to push us more towards one direction or the other.
Right.
And what everyone's saying is that it'll probably push us more towards an arid climate. Another important thing is that we have this kind of Central Texas plateau ecoregion to the west and the Blackland Prairie to the east. Blackland Prairie has deep soils, was very relatively flat. The kind of geology to the west is big limestone deposits and this really very different geologic formation that produces clean, kind of clear streams, and it produces a lot of groundwater, a lot of springs. If you've been to Austin, a really important kind of iconic place is Barton Springs, where we have this massive spring that pops out of the ground with huge volumes of water. It's very beautiful and kind of a magnet for people who live here and for tourists who come here. So Austin is special in that it has the kind of physical beauty of those clear streams and spring systems with the kind of river systems that go through us and the beautiful farmland and flat prairie kind of systems to the east.
What would you tell Austinites that, like, if you're just like, you have one thing to tell them that's super important?
I think sustainability is for everyone. I think that one thing I would tell everyone is that I think there's this perception or feeling, and I get it in a lot of ways, that sustainability is for people who have the money and the time and the privilege to kind of explore it. But I really like to see Austinites embrace the idea that everyone deserves ecological health. Everyone deserves a sustainable kind of lifestyle and future. And that pertains, again, to those concepts of social sustainability, meaning you've got the systems in place that make you feel comfortable and safe, that you've got environmental sustainability, that you can enjoy the beautiful kind of outdoors and natural systems in Austin, and that there's economic sustainability, that everyone has a way to make a living and have a good living wage and an ability to afford to live in Austin. And I think if all the citizens of Austin kind of embraced the idea that we deserve that, and that is our kind of right to have sustainability deeply enmeshed in our lives, that would make us move kind of in a productive way towards that as a city.